So there are many aspects, as I've talked about with Jay. Jay has touched many people in the community, and we have representatives from different areas of that sphere. So here on the stage, right here in the green, we have Nidra Parker from Loveworks Academy. We have, please hold your applause till the end. We have Justice Bovey from FUS Ethical Explorers. We have Mark Weiler as well from Ethical Explorers. We have Tialana Hunter, who is representing community, and we have Mage Mai, who is also representing community, and is Jay's partner. And also we have Erica Bovey with the the Ethical Explorers program. So I'd like to, my question to each person here is, how has Jay changed you? It's the same question for everyone. And I'd like to start with Ms. Parker. There's a microphone in front of you. You can pick that right up.
So when Jay emailed me last night, as they always do, I had to reach down and I was up late last night and I was thinking of words to say, and so I had to type it out for Jay. Jay, how has Jay made a connection with me? I have deep admiration for Jay. A remarkable individual, embodies the true essence of servant leadership. From the moment I met Jay, it was evident that I was in the presence of someone with exceptional character and integrity. Throughout the time of getting to know them, I have consistently witnessed Jay's unwavering commitment to serving others. Dr. J always prioritized the well-being of those around them, their approach to one of humility, kindness, and earnest desire to uplift others in every possible way, which he has done so many times with me, going through a lot. So I appreciate you with all my heart. Dr. J's leadership styles is not just about guiding or directing, it's about empowering those that they lead. Jay have a unique ability to listen deeply, understand the needs of others, and respond with thoughtful compassion actions. This servant heart approach has not only fostered a positive, nurturing environment, but has also inspired those of us who have had the privilege to work alongside them. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Parker. Justice, if you could talk about how Jay has changed you.
Jay. Oh, Jay. Woo! I met Jay in 2019 when I was a facsimile carrying a massive facade that very many people didn't understand or know. I was an egg, if you will. You gotta use some language there. Struggling with who I was in my humanity, trying to figure out what it meant to be a successful partner, trying to figure out what it meant to drive forward and build successful community while myself felt so hidden underneath the weight. Every night struggling with whether or not I wanted to stay alive. And I met Jay, and Jay carried their life boldly. Their flame shine brightly out for everyone to be able to see. And if Jay could enter a white space, could enter spaces where they did not feel at home, where they did not feel accepted, but had so much joy in every aspect of their being, then maybe I could drop the facade and the mask. And so you may have met me, someone different, but together We've grown as chosen family and had so much deep connection between the two of us, and has allowed us to build a relationship of community as we've driven forward change, as we try and shift the narrative and move forward across the generational divide and move us into a space of inclusivity and connection for all. So, has Jay changed my life? You just brought out me. You let me be me.
So, I had the pleasure and privilege of working very closely with the previous two directors of RE, and I knew the religious education curriculum very well, and I was very comfortable with it. But at the same time, I had heard of Jay being around, but I didn't know who Jay was. So in my role as on what was then the Religious Education Committee, when I heard about this Jay coming in and doing this kind of ethical education thing, I was really skeptical. I mean, I wasn't really very happy with this kind of change. But I'm committed to our kids, so I attended the ethical education, the Ethical Explorers programs, and what I saw there changed me. What I saw there was a program that used arts and artists to draw out connections to humanist belief and ethical thought. And what I saw even more was Jay's ability to meet each child where they are at, to bring in their contribution, no matter how disjointed it may have seemed at the time, pull that thread, bring it into the larger discussion, and honor them and validate them. And I saw our children, the children that of this community that I hold very dear in my heart, begin to transform. And that transformed me. And now I'm one of Jay's biggest advocates. Thank you, Jay.
Thank you, Howard.
Okay, I told Jay that I would behave.
So we don't behave here, come on.
I'm gonna try my very best to do that. I am Jay's sister, not just his community. I am his family. I am their family. So let's just get that understood. But Jay has shaped me in many ways. One, because I've entered spaces like this that I would never find myself in. One, because I don't feel comfortable. And then two, because I don't see myself here. So when I see my brother in spaces like this, I open my brain a little bit to be like, I could do that. Let's go sit there and see what you're working on. Let me see the work that you're doing. And it has really shaped me to be more open and understanding to how they move in this world, in the work that they are trying to do, not just for your community, but also for the Black community and entering this space. So I appreciate them for that, amongst many other ways that you will hear later.
Hello, Mage, they, them, he, him, we pronouns. Jay has changed my life from the moment I saw them. I formally met Jay in Dallas, Texas, for a conference with a whole bunch of Christian folks, and it was really weird and really strange. I'm an ex-Catholic, a recovering Catholic. Jay's an ex-Christian, recovering Christian. You know, Jay shared their experiences. We connected on the fact that it's like, we here for the check and nothing else. But something that Jay didn't find out later was that I actually was familiar with Jay and their work 2 years prior because they were on a panel discussion virtually for an organization that I used to work for. And the moment I laid eyes on them on that little Zoom screen call situation, I was just like, first of all, who the fuck is that? Second of all, they're fine as hell. And third of all, I didn't realize there was a model of possibility like that existed in the world. I was still monogamous at the time. I was just coming out as queer. I was still trying to figure out all the things, and here they were, a walking, in their words, sign and wonder, shaking up the room, doing all the things, and being sexy at the same time. And that was the moment I fell in love with them. And they still irritate me to this day because I'm not someone who is easily swayed or easily disturbed. But I would say that at this point in my life, Jay is a very welcome disturbance. And I hope they continue to disturb it for as long as we're together.
So I'm up here to share my experience and also to speak on behalf of the E Squared Committee, and I'm going to start there. Thank you for what you have done for our children. For giving them a place to be excited to come to on Sunday mornings where they had a space. On behalf of me, I was here when you first preached in 2019. Did not meet you for a while because I'm one of those people that doesn't like crowds, and when everybody's flocking to talk to somebody, I'm running the other way. I'm not, I don't know, something about, Justice and Jay work together a lot. But that first time you spoke, I felt like you were speaking to me because I was an in-the-closet queer person. And you were so honest with who you were up here to a group of people you did not know. And as I was losing my blood family, you helped me find a chosen family here at FUS. That other recovering Christian that was living the trad wife lifestyle who hated to cook but cooked every meal fresh, homemade, to now Justice cooks. But thank you for showing me that it's possible to be authentic and have joy.
We will, downstairs after the service today, there will be paper for you to write something to Jay, which I think Jay will treasure. And thank you, everyone. I'm going to, there's not much left to the service, so you can just stay right here, and we can all look at our beautiful panelists. Thank you for being with us today.
So before we actually transition to another part of the program, I'm gonna do what Jay always does in the spirit of Jay and interrupt and share a little surprise. It's not a surprise because me and Tia actually already told them that we was gonna do this. So they were warned, but we're going to interrupt this program because me and Tia have written very special pieces to share, and y'all are going to sit here and listen because we put our blood, life, and energy into the work. Is that cool? So, Tia, you can stand or sit or whatever you want to do.
I guess I'll go first, and I'll come down because I'm going to talk to you. Okay? Yeah, let's do that. Okay. So a lot of y'all know about Jay's experience here, the good, the bad, and the ugly. So you may or may not find offense to what I have to say, but that's our business. Jay knows that it comes from a space of love because I will fight for them, I will ride for them, and I will support them. And I hope that all of you will do the same, not just now, but when they leave this place. I take 1 minute to simply speak of you, but that just wouldn't do, especially for what you were truly here to do. You wear many hats that I'm so proud to see you wear, but for me, there's just one that matters most, and no, it's not Dr. Squared. You came into my life through a twist of fate. You experienced in Minnesota nights with a nasty trait. A single question, can my friend stay with you? And from that moment, a brother in my family you became. I've watched your heart bend but never break in moments of need when so much was at stake. But you never gave in, only grew more strong, determined to prove that where you stood was exactly where you belong. In whitewashed halls and masked familiar rooms where shadows of exclusion loom, you ventured forth where others feared to tread, stood your ground when it felt like all hope was dead. Again and again, you swam against the tide, only to find deeper waters where shadows reside. You tried to build a home in this foreign land, but in doing so, pieces of yourself slipped right from your hands. You gave so much and poured out your soul, but what did they return? Just a vacant goal. A suitcase packed and an office, great. But where's the justice for the battles you've seen? You fought to keep a vision alive, only to be drowned as if history had revived. Left hungry, homeless, and handy-capable, you ran a race that only their imaginations could unfold. Few stood with you in this noble fight, but to me it's clear that it's more than just black and white. It's the story of my brother just trying to do right in a world that dims their brightest light. I want to say that I'm proud of all you've done, proud of the changes you fought for, and some you've even won. But now it's your last Sunday and it's time to part. I hope Jay's going away carries joy in all of your hearts. As your sister, I'll stand by your side, and I'll say again, I will fight for you. Love is your guide, and it's been working for you. The work you've done and the paths you cleared will live on in the spaces you fiercely steered. Never give up on the dreams you hold. You'll break through barriers no matter how cold. I'm sad to see you leave this place, but I know you'll rise with unyielding grace. And remember to always just breathe.
Y'all are getting full black church moment, because every time the preacher says they're going to end, there's at least 10 more minutes. So, hello, good morning. I am Mage. I am Jay's lover, life partner, colleague, and friend. And in honor of the radical, the wonderful, and the powerful Reverend J, Dr. Squared, Exodus Hooper, I want to share a radical, a wonderful, and a powerful poem that encapsulates the journey that I have had the honor and privilege of witnessing as one of Jay's closest confidants and, dare I say, personal minister. Because every minister needs a minister, and every minister needs a friend. The poem is called A Sign and a Wonder, and it is inspired by one of the many frameworks that Jay uses for themselves. For those who are not familiar with the phrase, a sign and a wonder is a phrase that is often used within Christian contexts to describe the witnessing of a miraculous experience as a sign of the inevitable change and transformation that will come to a community. In other words, a sign and a wonder is an impossible experience that we didn't dare believe in as possible until it happens before our very eyes. For those of us who know Jay and know Jay well, Jay is indeed a sign and a wonder. When you witness Jay in their beingness, their magic, and their work, you are witnessing a miraculous experience, an impossible sign of the inevitable change and transformation that will come to your community. Their purpose, their essence, their calling in every space that they occupy is to offer an impossible experience that we didn't dare believe was possible until Jay made it possible before our very eyes. You are the impossible made possible, baby. You are a sign and a wonder in each and every way. Signs and wonders are not meant to stay in one place forever. They are meant to disturb the spaces that are resistant to change and take flight into new possibilities and be on their way. So this is my poem. I hope you receive it well. And there's a call to action at the end, because I wouldn't be a community organizer if there wasn't. A sign and a wonder, come near, come far. A sign and a wonder, in every tear there is a star. A sign and a wonder, a prophet in their homeland. A sign and a wonder, a lonely oracle without many friends. A sign and a wonder, a Messiah we demand. A sign and a wonder to carry the sins of the white damned. A sign and a wonder, a truth for all to behold. A sign and a wonder, discomfort in every satin fold. A sign and a wonder, a lover to every tender heart. A sign and a wonder, a minister on the verge of always falling apart. A sign and a wonder, a magician with a million tricks up their sleeves. A sign and a wonder, a rabbit in an ivory cage given very little reprieve. A sign and a wonder, a professor with a steady, steady hand. A sign and a wonder, a school filled with little black children for who in this space will take stand. A sign and a wonder, come near, come far. A sign and a wonder, in every tear there is a star. So wherever Jay goes, and all the places that Jay will go, I hope that you will support them, fund them, be present for them, because signs and wonders deserve to be seen.